Welcome back! This week, we're stepping away from the blockbusters because last weekend, we went to Disney's Animal Kingdom. Animal Kingdom is a zoological theme park at Walt Disney World Resort in Big Lake, Florida. It is owned and operated by the Walt Disney Company through its Parks, Experience, and Product division. This theme park is the largest park in the world, covering 580 acres. Now let's learn some behind-the-scenes information about this animal-themed park. If you're new here, welcome! Each week, I create a new look using Color Street nail strips while I talk about some fun facts that go along with the manicure. If you're interested in unique color combos and want to learn some interesting facts, I would highly recommend that you hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. In 1989, Walt Disney World opened the MGM Studios theme park, and shortly after, Imagineers started planning the next park. Imagineer Joe Rohde created an idea for Animal Kingdom. When presenting the idea of the new animal-themed park, he brought a 400-pound Bengal tiger to the meeting with Disney's CEO Michael Eisner. Originally slated as Disney's Wild Animal Kingdom, Disney announced the plans for the construction of the park in 1995 at an estimated cost of $600 to $800 million. To design the theme park, Disney Imagineers traveled to Africa and Asia to study landscape and wildlife. Disney Imagineers collected seeds from 37 countries to be used for the plants and grass in the park. The landscaping efforts included spreading 4 million cubic yards of dirt, planting 40,000 mature trees, a mix of real savanna species and artificial baobab trees, constructing 60 miles of underground utilities, waterways, and structures built by over 2,600 construction workers. Installation of the animal holding facilities, trees, shrubs, and grass to shape the park's savanna-inspired landscape were underway by July of 1996. Many buildings contained thatch roofs assembled by the Zulu workers of South Africa. About 1,500 hand-painted wooden horses were carved in Bali under Disney's supervision. Parts of the park were designed to look aged, with artificial potholes in the safari roads and boats peppered with dents and rust. In the fall of 1997, most of the park's animals were acquired and were held in a rental holding facility for quarantine and observation in North Florida. Disney hired staff from 69 zoos around the United States to care for the animals. Like other Disney parks, Animal Kingdom is divided into 7 themed lands: the Oasis, Discovery Island, Africa, Rafiki's Planet Watch, Asia, Dinerland USA, and Pandora. The Discovery River surrounds and separates Discovery Island, the park's hub, from the other lands. The Oasis is the park's logistic equivalent to Main Street USA in the Magic Kingdom and provides the transit from the park's entrance to the world of animals. The main paths feature animal exhibits and dense vegetation, and trees lead deeper into the park and then onto Discovery Island. Between the parking lot and the Oasis sits Rainforest Cafe, which can be entered from both inside and outside the ticketed area. Discovery Island is located in the center of the park, similar to Cinderella's castle at the Magic Kingdom, and serves as the hub to the spokes or bridges connecting to the other sections of the park. It was originally called Safari Village, as Discovery Island was a name of a small zoological park located at Disney World's Bay Lake, but renamed after that area was closed in 1999. This island is home to the Tree of Life, a sculpted man-made baobab tree and surrounded by trails and animal enclosures. Inside the Tree of Life is It's Tough to Be a Bug, a 4D film inspired by the 1998 Disney Pixar animation film A Bug's Life. Heading further into the park and staying to the left of the Tree of Life, you cross a bridge and head into Pandora. This area is themed to the fictional alien exoplanetary moon, Pandora. In early 2011, James Cameron was approached by Disney executives Bob Iger regarding the possibility of an Avatar-themed attraction at Disney Parks properties. Originally, the discussion was held to be creating an Avatar-themed attraction at Disney's Hollywood Studios, perhaps at the park's then-functioning studio backlot tour. They suggested incorporating the film into the newly designed land at Disney's Animal Kingdom to improve the park's attraction roster. While no specifics were announced, the new area was described to being several acres in size and cost an estimated of $400 million to build. A scale similar to Cars Land in Disney's California Adventure, the area was later estimated to cost approximately $500 million. Disney showcased the first look presentation of the land in October 2013 at the Japan D23 Expo. The area opened on May 27, 2017. The land's marquee attraction is Avatar Flight of Passage, a 3D flying simulator that allows the guests to fly a banshee across the Pandoran landscape. Another attraction is the Navi River Journey, placing guests aboard a boat ride through Pandora's bioluminescent rainforest. This new land replaced Camp Mini Mickey, which was a themed rustic summer camp built as a placeholder on the location where Beastly Kingdom was intended to be built. This area was closed on January 5th, 2014 to get ready for Pandora. Crossing over another bridge, you'll enter into one of the original areas of the park, Africa. Set in a fictional Eastern African port village of Harambee, this area contains several animal exhibits. Disney Imagineers duplicated an African fortress that was found in Zanzibar and a water-stained, crumbling building that was found in Kenya. The village is the namesake of the Harambee Wildlife Preserve, the fictional home of Africa's main attraction, Kilimanjaro Safari. Guests climb aboard an open-sided safari vehicle for an expedition to see African species in the savanna, rivers, and rocky hills. On the western side of Africa, the Harambee Theater, which is the new home of the Festival of the Lion King stage attraction. Rafiki's Planet is up next, but you can't walk to this land and you can only access it from the Africa area. This is the only section of the park that is not connected to Discovery Island. Guests board a 3-foot narrow gauge Wildlife Express train for the short trip to and from this area, which consists of 3 sub-areas. Conservation Station showcases the various conservation efforts supported by the Walt Disney Company. It also gives the behind-the-scenes glimpse in Disney's Animal Kingdom Animal Care facility, including the veterinary exam room, complete with two-way communication system to the veterinary staff that can answer your questions. Asia was the first expansion area added to Disney's Animal Kingdom, which first opened in 1999. This area is set in a fictional kingdom in Asia. This kingdom invokes traits of Cambodia, India, Indonesia, Mongolia, Nepal, and Thailand. According to Disney history, the kingdom was established as a royal hunting preserve in 1544, and it's at the foothills of the Himalayas. Before you fully enter the Asia area, you can see the visual focal point, Expedition Everest, Legend of the Forbidden Mountain. This ride is a steel coaster that takes you through the Forbidden Mountain of the Himalayas, where passengers encounter a Yeti. This coaster was not an original ride when the park opened in 1998 and was announced on April 22, 2003. This was the first for Disney to have its train travel both forward and backward. The mountain facade, the Yeti auto animatronic, and the roller coaster are 3 independent structures. Each structure reaches to the ground level and does not touch the other 2 structures. This was achieved via the 4D sculpting software that provided the exact details on how to construct it, and it's Disney World's tallest attraction, beating Tower of Terror by just 6 inches. On April 7th, 2006, Expedition Everest officially opened, and fun fact, I lived in Orlando at this time and waited in line for almost 2 hours on opening week for this coaster. Next up is Dinerland USA, which is themed around dinosaurs and other extinct prehistoric life. This area is anchored by the Dino Institute, a fictional paleontologistic facility which is home to Dinosaur, a dark thrill ride loosely inspired by the 2000 Disney animated film by the same name, featuring a harrowing trip through time through the late Cretaceous period. The eastern edge of Dino USA is the Theater of the Wild, which hosts Finding Nemo, the musical. Let's talk about an idea for a land that never came about, and find out why there's a dragon in the Animal Kingdom logo. When conceived, Animal Kingdom was to focus on 3 broad classifications of animals: those who exist in today's reality, those who did exist and are now extinct, i.e. dinosaurs, and those that exist in a realm of fantasy. The original design of Animal Kingdom included a themed section called Beastly Kingdom, devoted to creatures of legend and myth. After a heated competition between the Beastly Kingdom and Dino USA, the latter was chosen. Dinerland was chosen mostly due to the low budget, and Camp Minnie Mickey was built instead of Beastly Kingdom and was to serve as a temporary placeholder until Beastly Kingdom could be built. Beastly Kingdom was to feature mythological animals such as unicorns, dragons, and sea monsters, featuring realms between good and evil creatures. The evil side was to be dominated by the Dragon Tower, a ruined castle home with a greedy, fire-breathing dragon who hoarded fabulous treasure in the tower chamber. This castle was also inhabited by bats who planned to rob the dragon of his riches. They were to enlist the guests to help them in their scheme and whisk off with a thrilling suspended roller coaster ride through the castle's ruins. The climax of the ride was to be an encounter with the evil dragon himself, resulting in a nearby barbecue train of the guests. The good side was to be the home of the Quest of the Unicorn, adventure that would send guests through a maze of medieval mythological creatures to seek the hidden grotto where unicorns live. Because this kingdom was an original concept drawn up by the Imagineers and was only shut down because of the budget late in the planning process, that is why you can still see a dragon in the Animal Kingdom logo. The park opened to the public on Earth Day, April 22nd, 1998. Several marketing events surrounded this day. ABC aired a 2-hour primetime special about the making of Animal Kingdom. Disney CEO Michael Eisner and Vice Chairman Roy Disney hosted an opening day party for 14,000 corporate partners, travel agents, and media figures. As a zoological park, Disney Animal Kingdom is engaged in research and conservation efforts, including its animal species. Disney does not allow plastic straws, lids, or balloons to be used in the park, unlike the rest of Disney World parks. This is so the plastic does not inadvertently enter the animals' habitat and hurt them. Instead, the park uses biodegradable paper straws and offers lids for hot drinks only. Unlike the other 3 theme parks at Walt Disney World, the restrooms at Disney's Animal Kingdom all have doors at their entrance. This practice is in place so that in an unlikely event an animal ever escapes, guests are able to keep themselves safe inside. In 2019, the park hosted 13.8 million guests, ranking it as the 3rd most visited theme park in North America. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed this trip to Disney's Animal Kingdom, and we'll see you for the next one.